It's Friday and Ben is doing the robot, so you know what you're
Yes,
good.
sir.
We're gonna let this play a little
I'm
bit.
just kidding. Okay, it's Friday. I'm gonna dance out of my chair.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and shut this off. Just had to get a little bit of that. Our guest today, Alyssa, wanted to hear that song, and you know what? What better way? Excuse me, as I fumble over here. What better way to bring in a Friday and another show of the Ben and Jay Show? So we just want to say welcome. It's Friday. Everybody is doing an amazing job at just being here on this planet and living and loving on each other. Continue to do so. So. It's an amazing show we got lined up for you. Amazing guest, someone that's been supporting the Ben and Jay Show since the very beginning. Before anything, let's go ahead and pay these bills by saying that this webinar is made possible by Access Services. Access Service is a nonprofit serving 11 counties in Eastern Pennsylvania with the mission to create better ways to serve people with special needs. They've been doing it for 44 years, and they are only expanding their services as they bend to fit the needs of those in Eastern Pennsylvania. And also, too, I would like to just add on to that is by us being on here, the Ben and Jay Show, which is powered by Access Services, we are looking for the entire world as our community. So they are doing 11 counties in Eastern Pennsylvania, and they are now expanding out into the world with me and Ben at the helm, just doing what we do and making it happen. So definitely shout out to Access Services. Don't forget, Ben, what's coming up September 10th?
Oh, yes. Oh, wait, I have an important announcement. There is no show next week. No show because of the holiday weekend. We are not having a show next week due to the Labor Day weekend. And just wanted to give everybody a heads up on that. Then the week after, we are going to have a virtual game night. Instead of Friday, we're going to be meeting on Thursday, September 10th, from 7. Is it 7? Yeah, 7 o'clock. Yeah, 7.
7 to 8:30. Normal
7 to 8:30, and we're going to be doing like minute to win it and win some prize. We need about a lot more people out there. So if you're hearing this, everybody, sign up.
So this, as our assistant Kaylee, shout out to Kaylee, actually puts the link in the chat box to learn more information about Ben and Jay and also to support the Ben and Jay Show with our event on September 10th. This is a fundraiser for ourselves. You've probably seen our post when we did the fundraiser for the Eagles Autism Challenge, which the mayor himself, Ben Hartraff, spearheaded that event, and it was amazing. If you weren't out there, stay tuned for more events. But this is our own personal event, and what we're trying to do is basically continue the mission. So it's very important that you come out, you donate, you sponsor, and just have a good time with us. You're not putting in money to a hopeless cause. This is something that is going to spearhead our projects. We have plenty of ideas, plenty of ways that we're looking to be hands-on and actually help the autism community, but we need your help. So definitely think about playing a game, buying a game ticket, being a sponsor like our guest Alyssa here, and so much more you can do. So definitely check out those links in the chat box. But speaking of prizes, like the prizes we're going to have on September 10th, Ben, what are we giving away today for our lucky webineers?
So we're actually going to be doing Texas Roadhouse dinner for two.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I'm gonna get off, and I think I'm gonna log back on as an attendee, and I'm gonna win that Texas Roadhouse. I don't know about you guys, but I need a steak. I need a steak in my life. That's amazing. So,
oh my gosh, you're funny.
Everybody that's here right now, you have automatically been entered into the contest because you registered with your email address. So at the end of the show, please stay tuned. We'll be picking the winner for that.
And wait, there's one more, Jamel.
There's one more?
We were going to give away Speedway tickets. Race cars. One free ride.
All right. Hey, listen. All right, Kaylee, take the mic off. I'm going in as an attendee. I'm going to win me some Speedway tickets. I want to go race. I don't know about
what? They're available in on Clemson, New Jersey, and there's one in Horsham, Pennsylvania, which is
There
good.
you go. So we got 2 prizes for you, 2 winners tonight. Speedway, awesome date night. Go
Right
ahead
next to
and have
the
fun with
Ollies
that.
in Horsham, or on Horsham Road on Bremer.
There you go. And then you got Texas Roadhouse. Maybe one person will win them both. Maybe it'll
That'd
be
be
2
funny.
separate people. We don't
I
know.
would die.
But just stay tuned.
I'm laughing if people win it. The same people win it. I would be like, oh my gosh, that would be so funny.
I know, right? That definitely will. So let's not waste any time. We got a lot of information. Got a lot of good conversations to chalk up, and this is definitely going to touch someone out there. This definitely is going to reach someone out there. And this is Alyssa Russick. She is a 22-year-old with autism and generalized anxiety disorder who loves and shares her interest in making movies. One of her main inspirations include the work of Nickelodeon Productions, which I love. Who doesn't love Nickelodeon? Everybody loves Nickelodeon. Okay, she has written scripts and produced short films using dolls. Simply amazing. She also has created websites through her work in coding.
That's amazing.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm not that smart to do coding. So she does it, and she does it with the greatest of ease. Ladies and gentlemen, to the Ben and Jay Show, one of our biggest supporters since day one, Alyssa Russick. Everybody give her a round of applause.
Wait, Jamel, you know what we forgot to do? We forgot to introduce ourselves.
Oh, that's right. I thought everybody knows you because, I mean, you've been on Ellen.
It's okay. You know what?
You've done so many things. But go ahead, Ben.
We can spice it up. We can spice it up. No, we can spice it up. No, I just wanted to remind you. So, Ben, you know, I've been on the Ellen show, was diagnosed with autism at 2 years old, carried the Super Bowl trophy. I was on Ellen, and I started the show during quarantine because I didn't want to give up anybody hope. I mean, I didn't want anybody to lose hope. So that's why I really want to start the show. And thank you to Jamel. We're on 21 shows right now, which is really, really incredible.
Yeah, it's definitely a good ride. I think Ben was being utmost honest. His story is well deserved of 50, 60, maybe even 2 hours. It's just simply amazing of everything that he comes through. I give you a short snippet of me. I'm the guy that's just happy to be here with the host, Ben Hartrath. My name is Jamil Owens. I'm the host creator of the awesome show. Before I got with Ben for the Ben and Jay Show, my main focus, and still is with my show, is to focus primarily on fathers, having them speak out on their feelings, their understanding, their thoughts, their angers, anything that has to do with their child being diagnosed. As I went through, I've created a platform for those fathers and individuals all along the community to actually come together and process those feelings together. Just another way for me to love on to that family. So if you want to know any more, you can follow my page, but make sure first, before you go to the Awesome Shows page, you go to the Ben and Jay Show page on IG.
Oh, yeah. And there's a Twitter page, Jamel. There's a Twitter page.
And a Twitter page. Make sure you definitely.
And we're still working on the Facebook page.
Platforms. And then you can follow me, and that's TheAusomeshow, The Awesome Show. I'm on IG and Facebook as well. But back to this amazing woman right here who does coding at a simple keystroke. Alyssa Russick, thank you for joining the Ben and Jay Show.
Thank you for having me.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, thanks for having me.
No, that's no problem. I just want to give you a shout out because at our Eagles Autism Challenge event, you drove all the way from New Jersey.
From New Jersey, just to come to that, yeah.
Just to come here. I actually have a very close friend in New Jersey, and it takes me about close to 2 hours to get there. So you have showed a substantial amount of dedication to us, and we definitely do appreciate you. It is a blessing to have you on our show today, and we really appreciate you actually being here. So thank you for that. Thank you for being here.
Don't make me cry, Jamal.
I'm not trying to make you cry. I'm just trying to show my appreciation. That's it. We definitely do appreciate you. So Ben, you got the spinoff, my man. You can go ahead and hit those questions, starting with number 1, man.
Yes, sir. Alyssa is a friend and a loyal listener to our show. Alyssa, let's start with asking you, what brings you to the Ben and Jay Show?
That is a really good question. You know, like, you see, I've heard about Ben from this Autism Day webinar, and I decided to join the webinar with my mom's permission, and, you know, I actually got to speak on the webinar too. I also got to say hi to Ben and some really cool friends on there as well. And, you know, like, since I found out he had a show, like, I've been proud for him. You know, I've been really proud for him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just glad we're where we're at today, you know, because if it wasn't for me and Ben meeting on April 2nd, 2020, this wouldn't be happening right now. This would not be happening right now. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm almost crying. Oh my gosh.
True, it's true. Yo, I love it. Listen, the emotion is flowing in here. We definitely feel the same way. It's a family affair. You know, it's amazing how you can find certain people you're supposed to be connected with in life. And we definitely
Yes.
understand, and me and Ben individually feel like we're supposed to be connected with everybody here. We're supposed to be connected with you. So it's definitely a blessing, like I said. And you know, we on this show, Alyssa, we celebrate differences.
Yes.
You know, and what are uh, some people may consider a disability. I've been through it. I have what is considered a disability, and I never let that stop me. But we at the Ben and Jay Show celebrate that as ability. What you're doing is not something to be gawked at or be ashamed of, but something to be proud of, something to pronounce. And you see that in individuals like you and individuals like Ben and then my son. Being able to talk openly about yourself helps other people just like you.
Mm-hmm.
So I want you to understand what you're actually doing. It's similar, not to be too exact or just too blunt, but it's like a woman who has had, you know, certain issues in her life, and she's finally coming clean and open and helping other women get to those emotions. You are doing the same thing. You're helping people. So I want you to understand, you know, what you're doing, being comfortable with, you know, people who are on here, being comfortable with yourself. And I know you're a fan of art on PowerPoint. So can you tell
Yes.
me a little bit about that so we can learn a little bit more about you?
Well, I've been using PowerPoint since 2010. I find it to be a really useful tool, you know, like to make pictures, presentations, whatever you wanted.
Yeah.
You know, just, and it just became one of my talents, you know, to be doing that, because it's just a lot of fun, you know.
Yeah. Wow. No, that's pretty interesting. You brought up a great point, tools. You know, my teacher,
Yes.
Mr. Jack Fink, taught me how to use a tool. And don't be a fool, use a tool. We all need to use tools in life to be successful. So if we don't have a tool, you're not going to be anywhere you're going to be. So thanks, Mr. Fink.
You're definitely right. You're definitely right. And in what you call easy, some of us like myself are considering that very, very hard. And it's just amazing what, you know, people that are, you know, on the spectrum are also boys and girls who are adults now can actually do. They do the simplest things without any difficulty, things that we have to go to colleges for. You guys can absolutely just do just by looking at it and having that passion for it. But the main purpose that I know is just that people, you know, individuals such as Ben, individuals such as you, your main focus is to make others happy. And that's what you're passionate about. And that's why you're eager to learn is you're always serving other people. So it's amazing. I had to piggyback on what Ben said. It's amazing to see that you guys use the tools that you have in life, whatever that may be, and actually do what you need to do. So as a father, you know, that has a son that's on the spectrum, that's literally outside of his box, you know, trying to see into his world, it's refreshing to know that I'm getting a glimpse into what's going on in his mind as he gets older, just simply by wonderful examples of you guys. So I want to just say thank you for that.
Absolutely.
You know, how did this start? Your love for PowerPoint, and have you shared it? And if not, you know, why? If so, great. And with who were you comfortable enough to share with your art with, and why? So it's a lot to unpack in that question, but you could go at it one on one.
You're okay, Jamal. And that's a good question, but you know, I share my PowerPoints with my friends and family because I feel like they understand me, you know, and you know, they cheer me on, you know, encourage me to keep doing the work I'm doing. And you know, that's just the kind of stuff that just encourages me, you know, to keep going and makes me feel confident, you know, like it's really great. It really is.
I just wanted to say one thing. You know, I know you're a big Nickelodeon fan, but
Yes.
I had this thought in my brain. But they never made a TV show about autism. It would be really cool to actually star a couple of us who have autism to do a show, like a
Yeah, I
social
like
skill
that.
show.
I like that.
And you've been talking about that idea for a while. That's a pretty good idea.
Yeah,
Because
big
kids need to
inspiration too.
learn what autism is.
Hmm. I don't know. Ben might got something. He got something cooking up here. Ben got some good ideas, and when they start cooking, they brew. You know, so definitely something Ben. You know, we might have to look into. You know, definitely get you started on that idea. But that's a good one, man. That's a good one. I think you got a
Yes.
question for Ben about anxiety.
Oh, yeah. You have question number 2. Did you read that
No,
question number
you
2
got
or
question
3?
number 4, Ben.
Oh, never mind. Many people deal with anxiety. These are different levels of anxiety and different ways that people deal with it. How do you deal with your anxiety?
Good question.
Yeah, that is a good question. Sometimes, you know, with people with anxiety, their thoughts can be irrational, you know, like not really real, and just it's like an opposite voice telling you, you know, hey, you're not going to do this, you won't be able to do that, or I'm going to make you get scared of this, you know. But sometimes I have to push that away,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not going to lie, it's not easy.
Mm-hmm.
Not easy at all, you know, because you know, I struggle with this disorder, and sometimes I feel like, sometimes I feel like, you know, I'm not enough, sometimes I feel like I'm a failure, but then again, there are times like this, you know, where you just feel like you're at your highest point, you know, because if you have like good friends and family who support you, you know, that's a really big accomplishment in life, you know, to have friends and family who support you. And that also kind of helps me on my way to life. Like, you know, my friends and family, I appreciate them so much, especially you guys, of course.
Yeah.
And you know, it's just amazing. You
Mm-hmm.
know, like I go through a lot of challenges. I know this is a long answer, but
No, it's no problem. Take your time. Take your time.
thank you, Jamal. But my point is that, you know, do not let those irrational thoughts win. Do
Yes.
not do not let yourself feel like you're a failure,
Mm.
because even if I know you, I know for sure you are the exact opposite of a failure.
Right. Right.
The exact opposite.
Mm. Definitely good words to go
Thank you.
by. One thing that definitely hit home with me is the case point of family. There's a lot of people out there right now that are struggling with a less support of not having family, and you are a big supporter of just family, just just having that foundation. And I think that's the key to a lot of people's hurt, a lot of people's, depression, anxiety, a lot of different things, is because they're lacking that real deep connection with those that they actually love. So it's refreshing to hear you really pay homage to those individuals that show you that love, because it's almost like the phrase, you'll hear a lot of people say, oh, don't forget where you came from, and that speaks of, the neighborhood you grew up with, the friends and family you grew up with, and you're embodying that in everything that you do. You're starting off with that. So one thing I want to also say is that I don't ever want you to use the word disability. You do not have a disability. What you have is a very advert way of looking at life. And that advertness is something that us people who are not on the spectrum are searching for. We are searching to be at your level, and you're there. We're searching for that oneness, that understanding of different complex things, where we sit there and sometimes we shrug off because we don't really want to get too deep to understand the answer, but you're already there. You already understand it. You can already calculate it. And you can spell it out to other people. So what you have, just like Ben said, is an ability. It's an ability to connect with people on a deeper level. I don't want you to ever think you have a disability. There is nothing wrong with you. Just always remember that. There's nothing wrong with you, okay? So we're going to change that up. One step at a time, we're going to change that up. But you're getting outside your box, which is good. Getting outside your comfort zone, which is good. So one thing I want to ask you, Alyssa, my son Shane is getting a little techie. He's on his phone all the time watching, YouTube videos about Shane. Shout out to Shane, but he's always on there. I worry about bullying. And, with everything that's going on these days, we have had one of our panels that was hacked. And obviously we had a bully on there. I was able to dissolve that issue along with the help of Kaylee as well. It leaves a lot of room for cyberbullying, especially with us being homeschooled now. A lot of kids are just going to be on their laptops. Have you ever dealt with bullying? And if you have, what advice can you give to others that are going or may go through this during this school year?
That's a really good question. If people are bullying you, just try to ignore them, or better yet, talk to a parent or caregiver or teacher, any adult, that can help you out with this. And I've dealt with bullying quite some time in my life, but I try not to let it get the best of me, and I just try to, keep calm, carry on, my goal also is to be a good advocate for people. I want to be a really good advocate, like Ben is, like Jamal is, like even Kaylee is. But I just want to be the kind of person that people say, like, hey, this woman changed my life, and I appreciate her.
I wanted to piggyback on what Alyssa said real quick.
Go ahead.
When I do my presentations a lot in schools or in assemblies, we talk about being kind. And I said, you know who says being kind to one another? And I say this at the end of my show, Ellen. If you see somebody sitting alone, join them. That's what I would do. If you see somebody alone, invite them. If you see somebody being unkind, stand up for them and get an adult.
You're right. Ben, have you ever personally had any instances where you were being bullied or seen someone personally that was being bullied and you kind of stepped in for them?
I mean, work is kind of like Darnie. I mean, I don't want to talk about it, but when we had that hacker on Zoom, that was crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, a couple of times when we had Zoom, there's been a lot of hackers. Like, not fun to have hackers on Zoom.
Not at all. Not at all. I want to take it a little bit deeper into just a short description of what I may go through. I have been gawked at. I have been looked at. I have been. I'm lost of words of how many different facial expressions I could have possibly have when I was younger, due to what I have as far as on my right leg. It really affected me. This was a real pivotal point in my life. I'm talking about my childhood where I was just trying to be a kid. But unfortunately, God gave me this journey to go through with this incredible feature on my body, and I didn't know how to take it because I was quote unquote not normal to everyone else. This caused me a lot of trauma. For a long time, I didn't want to wear shorts. Always wanted to wear pants. I felt uncomfortable going to pools. Just it was just a lot of uncomfortable situations. And I do remember specifically the first time that my son noticed my leg. And I remember this, and I will never forget this. Shane came up to me. I was laying down on the couch. He came up to my leg and he smacked it, and then he began to rub it. But it wasn't a rub in like a real playful, forceful way. It was just a rub, like, don't worry, Dad, it's okay. It's all right. And I never will forget that. He was about 2, which he was just all about bottles and blankets. That's all he wanted. But he had the audacity to actually do that. And once again, if you guys have been following me, you understand I really do believe that God placed Shane in my life because he needed to speak through me. And what better way to speak through somebody than actually through a child? So that's my little tidbit as far as bullying. All in all, the Ben and Jay show is very much against bullying, any type of bullying. No one here is better than anyone. We need to get along. So we do not endorse that. What we do endorse is communication and listening. So anybody out there, if you feel as though you are being bullied or you need help with that, please feel free to reach out to us at the Ben and Jay show. We will be able to assist you, your parents, and anyone else with that. And hopefully we'll make that, we'll turn that around and make a friend out of it. Hopefully we can do that. One thing that Rev Run said, it was a comment too, I have it down here. Being a bully on the internet is a sign of insecurity and weakness. And isn't that the truth? The biggest guys, the toughest guys in the gym, I know this personally, can't lift nothing. They always ask for a spot. The toughest guys in the gym, the biggest one, need a spotter. Don't be that guy. Don't be the guy that need a spotter in the gym. Be the guy that knows what he can do and does it proudly and encourages other people to do the same thing. Be that guy in the gym. So that's just a little gym humor for anybody who's a gym rat like me or try to be. Ben, go ahead. You got questions, sis, man.
Okay. When I was growing up, I wanted to take my brain out and wash it away. Today I realized that it is a blessing to be this way. We are a blessing, and we are a blessing. God made us perfect and gave us the gift that helps others. Alyssa, how do you feel about having autism these days?
Good question.
I like that question.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I like it too. When you see, like, sometimes I feel like, I'm not normal, but then again, I look back at it and, there's no such thing as normal. Not really. No such thing. Like, and like you guys said, disability is an ability, and it's just an ability, to, like, I'm glad I have these abilities. I'm glad I'm like, that I'm high functioning, that I can talk, that I'm tech savvy too, that mom calls me a smart cookie sometimes. Yeah, like I said in the previous shows, like I worked her Google Chrome and she's like, how do you do that? I'm like, well, you see, it was blocking your downloads and you couldn't see that. And she was like, still, how do you do that? How do you do that?
See, exactly my point. We're always trying to figure stuff out, and you guys do it like, well, it was only blocking this. You say it with such ease because it's easy for you guys, you know, and we struggle with that. So that's amazing. That's definitely amazing. Alyssa, you have many skills that you hide. I'm sure there's so many that we don't know of. Can you tell me about your skits and your one-woman shows? I know this is going to be a good story. What would you like to do with these skills, and who would you like to be an actress? That's the thing. Would you like to be an actress? Your skills. Tell us about what you do. These one-woman shows. Tell us about who Alyssa is behind the camera, you know, the Nickelodeon balloon in the background. Can you give us a little bit of information more about you?
Yeah, so as I said to Ben in my pre-show interview, sometimes I act like the people on TV are like my audience.
Okay.
Like when I have a certain person paused on the TV, that's when I do my acting. And I feel like, you know, I have an audience, and I feel like, you know, that I'm funny, you know, because I want to be a funny person. I want to be, you know, spontaneous, lovable, funny, you know, and just I've been doing these one-woman skits for about probably since 2009, at least. Yeah, since that long, at least.
Wow.
And I also have a little group. It's called Hope and Faith Studios.
Okay.
And that was this is a really good story too. This was Hope and Faith was named after the show that my mom used to watch. It was called Hope and Faith with Kelly Ripa. And
I love Kelly Ripa.
Yeah, I know. And it just, you know, the name Hope and Faith kind of clicked to me. So I thought, you know, why not go by Hope and Faith Studios and just make my movies under that name. Like, also Faith is my middle name too, so
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. And that's what I also go by on Facebook, Alyssa Faith.
I like that.
So
No, that's a very, very distinguished name, ma'am. You gotta recognize that. You know, God doesn't place things on accident. Everything is a purpose. So, you know,
give credit to my mom for naming me.
there you go. Shout out to your mom for naming you, you know. Definitely
Hi, Mom.
good. And it's interesting that you say, you know, you know, you have something you're watching on TV, you pause it, and that is your audience. I say that because people who are not on the spectrum, such as myself, we sort of similar do the same thing. I'm sure you've probably seen or heard, you know, people saying, oh, you know, singing to the microphone. They might use their phone. It might be in the mirror, or maybe the most comical part is in your car, and you just jam into that song before you get into work and everything. And other things is when you have a big exam, or you have something, you know, an interview, and you're in the mirror talking to yourself. I don't know about you guys, but you know, people who are not on the spectrum and those who are on the spectrum are not far apart whatsoever. I need for everybody to see that there isn't a difference. What it is an adaptation, more so. We sit there and do the same exact things, but on a lower frequency than those individuals that are on the spectrum. They are highly induced with their feelings. And that's something that, unfortunately, we fail at as being the human race. We fail so miserably. So I want people to really pay attention when Alyssa gives us examples of things that she does. These are just things that an average woman would do. Everybody does it. They want to have fun. They just want to sit there and perform and be that little girl that they always was back in the day. So please, just have your mind open and your heart even more open to things that Alyssa is talking about in her past. Ben, you got question number 8.
I actually have a question for Alyssa.
Definitely.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Tonight we're having a movie chat about Despicable Me at 10 p.m.
Love that movie.
I haven't seen it, to be honest, actually.
You never wait, hold on a minute.
Well, my sister loves it. my sister
You've never
Samantha
seen
loves
it?
it.
Oh my gosh.
I've seen like parts of it, but
Steve Carell is the best.
That
okay,
is a must see. That is a must see, Alyssa. Gotta see that movie.
okay, so here's a trait that people might find about me kind of weird. You see, and I told Ben and Kaylee about this at Rita's.
Okay.
It's kind of it's kind of embarrassing and hard to explain, but I don't like it when crowds boo because it's like it like I don't know, it makes my heart race. It like I know I'm trying to be positive here, but it's just something that makes my heart race. It's just one of those like because I know specific autistic people, they don't like sounds, like specific sounds, and like they're sensitive. You could say I'm kind of one of those people, and just when a crowd boos, just my heart races and I get all anxious and stuff. It's just a sound effect that I don't like prolonged sounds like that, or the thumbs down. Like I don't really like that either. So
Okay.
just wanted to point that out.
So, as you are transparent with us, and since this is my first time hearing this, let's be comfortable with each other. So I'm gonna be transparent with you. So I'm gonna give you something that a lot of people don't know about me that affects me inadvertently. Okay. So I have I guess you could say a OCD problem. I am a person that likes things a certain way.
Yes.
What aggravates me the most is when someone has one thing open and instead of finishing that one thing decides to open up something else. So it's not in chronological order. It drives me up the wall. So that's a tidbit that not too many people know about me. It is what it is. It's who I am. But just like you have things that people may consider weird, there you go. Now the whole world knows something weird about Jamil Owens, okay? So you're fine. You're good. You're amongst friends and families. You have nothing to call weird about yourself.
I don't think you're weird at all, Jamal. At all. And I wanted to make a request.
Go ahead.
I know during the show you guys open up the floor. Can we do that so we can see if there's people who want to ask me questions or anything?
Sure. We can definitely do that.
Do you want to answer more questions, or we want to do the floor opening now? It's up to you, Jamal.
Well, let's do Ben. You have one more question, so let's go ahead and Ben, you can go ahead and ask that last question, number 8, and then we can go ahead and because Alyssa is eager to talk to other people, which is great. She wants to open that floor up, and we'll definitely open that floor up to any questions.
And I hope my mom or my dad can ask a question as well too, which would be very cool. All
That'd be great.
So one of my previous shows, you talked about what your parents mean to you. What were they part of your growth? How have they helped you?
Well, my mom, like I said in the previous show, she is definitely an autism warrior. I support her, and she supports me. Like she knows me better than anyone else. And I'm also kind of struggling because my parents had a divorce, but sometimes sometimes I feel like it's for the best. Other times I want them to be back together. It's kind of a struggle, because I want what's best for my mom and I want what's best for my dad, and they help me a lot. They definitely help me a lot throughout their lives. And my mom is my biggest cheerleader, you could say that. And she just supports what I do, and like she posted on Facebook about my appearance on the show tonight. She said, like, Alyssa is, I don't know how she specifically said it, but it's like she's making her dreams come true like a boss. That's what she said. That's what she said.
Girl power.
Yo, shout out to your mom. She definitely represented you. We definitely, matter of fact, she came over for the reading.
Met her. She's so nice.
Yeah, she really is.
She definitely is coming on strong. She said like a boss. There you go. I like that. I like
a boss.
Alyssa, I have a question too, just from a parent standpoint, just with something that you just shared about divorce. Don't want to get really too deep into your mom's and your father's divorce, but really into your feelings. I'm just trying to get perspective on my end. As you know, me and Shane's mother is not together. We separated long time ago. I am now such remarried. And I wanted to know, because I'm trying to understand how it affected my son. Now, my son was very young, but he still had feelings. Did you ever feel like, and I guess this is more important from, my perspective as a father, my standpoint, my mission, did you feel as though your father gave up on you particularly, or was it you just understood that mommy and daddy had some issues and couldn't be around each other? How did you take it?
Well, actually, I understood how they needed to be apart, and my mom and dad would never give up on me. I know that. They both love me very much. I know that, like, from the bottom of my heart. I know that they love me, and hopefully when this comes on YouTube, my dad will be able to watch it and say, "That's my daughter. That's my daughter."
There you go. I know he definitely will. That's good. I just wanted to get some type of clarity because, my son won't say much now because, thank God he has, two households with individuals that fully love him. So the love was there, but now is 10 times full. So it's an amazing feeling as far as a parent to at least rest and know that my son is being loved and taken care of. But I also wanted to know, or possibly just get an understanding of how he may have felt when it came down to me actually separating from his mother and having to live in my own residence and do the every other weekend daddy thing, as some people might say. So you gave a little bit of perspective for me, and I appreciate that. As I speak on to other fathers who may be listening to this, maybe watching, or maybe not, is that we play a very pivotal role in the upbringing and the growth of our children. So stand ground, steadfast. Just because you're not together with the mother doesn't mean that you cannot be there together for the child. So co-parenting is the key word here. I'm learning it more and more these days from very, very successful role models, and I'm very appreciative of that. That just reflects to me. So
go ahead.
Go ahead. No, Ben, go ahead.
I just wanted to piggyback on what Alyssa and Jamel said. I'm just wanted to say my parents have been very supportive of me for many, many years. I'm so thankful for them. They taught me God's love. They've taught me who I am today. They have been incredible, and my story's not done yet, and Alyssa's story's not done yet, and your story's not done yet, Jamel, which is really interesting. Like, I also wanted to give a shout out to my brother. I love my brother Dan. He's been such a role model. He has dyslexia. I don't know if you knew that, but he doesn't have autism. But he's showing me the ropes of like what to do in life and what to help me out and ways to be a great reader when I become an adult.
There you go. There you go.
Shout out to your brother Dan.
I know. Yes, I love Dan coming through on the clutch, and your parents, Sandy and Glenn. Shout out to them. Amazing individuals. I had the pleasure of meeting many a times. There's definitely not a time that I'm just not at all at these two individuals, because they have a warm heart and they have an understanding of what is needed within our community. So special shout out to them. They are definitely doing their thing. But thanks to Alyssa's request and our normal procedure of how we do on the Ben and Jay show, we are going to unmute everybody and we're going to open the floor up for questions. We just ask that everyone please be respectful. when asking a question by giving everyone their respective turns. Just, when it's your turn, when we say, you have the floor, go ahead and speak. Just state your first name and give a question to Alyssa, Ben, or myself, either or. So everybody is unmuted, and the first person can ask the question. Go ahead.
Don't be shy.
This is Barb, Alyssa's mom.
Hi, Barb.
Guys, I just want to know when we're going to start this show, the TV show.
Oh, that's right.
I'm all in. Whatever you need, I'm all in.
I'm writing letters. I'm doing everything. I know I can try and work this magic.
Good. All right. Love you all. I'm signing off of here.
You're the best, Alyssa's mom. Thank you for coming out last week.
Love you, Mom.
You're welcome. It was a heck of a drive, but I'm glad we came.
I'm glad you guys came too.
I'll come visit you guys someday.
Okay.
Definitely. Thank you for the question. Thank you for the comment. Yo, she's definitely a boss. She's trying to make things happen for you guys.
Alyssa.
Oh, there we go.
Hey.
I never know how to get these mics working. So, Melissa, you might have to come over to my house,
We'll see.
I was just curious, Ben's 22 and Jamel, your son is 13?
12.
12.
Yep.
How old are you,
21.
Melissa? And what do you do? Do you work, or where do you live? Those kind of things, if you don't mind. I mean, if it's too personal, that's fine. But what kind of things do you do during the day, and those kind of things?
Well, I am the same age around Ben. I am 22, turning on 23. Yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait. Hopefully I won't have a quarantine birthday, but anyway, I don't have a job due to my anxiety and my autism, but I usually do my hobbies from my computer, which is like my workstation. And, I do, like I said before, I do PowerPoints. I make movies, like I make good movies about dolls, and like I also do like some one-woman shows from home.
Wow.
I just try to be me for the most part.
And do you live at home, or?
Yeah, I live at home. Yes.
Okay.
Awesome. There you go. Glenn, thank you for being that supporter. Thank you for Ben, matter of fact. Glenn, you I don't know if you know this, but the Awesome Show, we just celebrated a year. And if I remember it not, quote me, and this is a very beautiful time since Glenn was on. Glenn and Ben were the first guests on the Awesome Show. So this is amazing for me that a year later, me and Ben have a show. So this is definitely, a beautiful thing. I'm blessed for a year to be able to just speak and love on other people, but most importantly, to keep in contact with my brother Ben over there and his father Glenn. So it's definitely a beautiful thing. Shout out to you, Ben, Glenn, Sandy, all of you guys. Definitely, just thank you. That show was one of my favorites. It was amazing. It definitely was amazing. So I'm gonna stop talking right now. We got time for some more questions. The floor is open. You can unmute yourself.
We have plenty of time. We can do a lot of questions.
Hi, this is Sandy, Ben's mom.
Hey, Sandy, what's going on?
Hi, Sandy.
Hi, Alyssa. I want to know who your favorite actor or actress is.
Ooh, good question, man.
Good question.
Yeah, that is a good question. I love that question, actually. Well, my favorite actress growing up was Miranda Cosgrove. She was on iCarly and Drake and Josh. And Ben. And my favorite actor is Tom Kenny, the voice of SpongeBob. I love him so much. Yeah, he's amazing. Like, I've always wanted to meet him in person. Like, I actually I haven't said this to anyone. Well, I said this to Ben and Kaylee. But I actually sent Tom Kenny a fan letter. I haven't gotten a response, but I'm pretty sure it was the wrong address or something. I don't know. But I told him to, like, you know, I told him to, like, you know, call me, do his SpongeBob voice, and, you know, and with a phone number that is outdated now. So it was, yeah. I also love Victoria Justice, Ariana Grande, and everybody knows I'm Victorious, Sam and Cat, iCarly.
You know what? I'm gonna watch that stuff after I'm done. After we're done. Oh man, now you make me want to watch that episode. Oh man.
Nick, channel 133.
She got everything. She got everything memorized.
Alyssa, I don't know if you know this. I've met Drake Bell at North Penn at my high school, my senior year.
Oh yeah, you told me on, like, our first Zoom, remember?
Yeah.
Nice.
And then I've met Frankie Grande at Dorney Park, Ariana Grande's brother.
Okay.
Yeah, you told me that too.
Yeah, it's actually very cool. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah, you told me.
They're amazing.
Definitely good. Sandy, thank you for the question. We appreciate you. Once again, thank you and Glenn for this absolutely amazing human being over here. Ben.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. We have the floor still open up for any more questions for our guest today, Alyssa. So you have the floor. You can go ahead and unmute yourself and ask Alyssa, Ben, or myself any questions you would like.
Hey, while we're waiting, Jamel, I could do a Patrick Star voice.
Let me hear this, Ben. Let me hear this.
Oh, Patrick Star. Hey, SpongeBob, look over there.
Oh my
goodness.
You
that is
sound
top notch.
Exactly like him.
That is top notch.
That was.
Wait. I'm Squidward.
Oh my gosh, you make me have an asthma fit.
All right, Ben. Okay. Listen, everybody's talented here. You never know what you can get on the Ben and Jay show. It's definitely a lot of talent here.
You know what, Mel? I want to let Alyssa do the winners' names tonight. What do you think?
Okay, great. Let's do that. Let's rock out with that. That's an amazing idea.
I'll text it to you, Alyssa, so then you can.
Ooh, we got our Texas Roadhouse winner.
Oh, go ahead and announce that name, Alyssa.
Okay, and the winner is my best friend, Kristen Kelly.
Oh,
yeah!
Congratulations.
Oh my gosh. Okay, and Speedway goes to Ben, give me a drum roll. Samantha Hines.
Oh,
my best friends.
There you go.
Congratulations.
Samantha Hines. Is she still online?
Yes.
Samantha,
hi, Sam.
congratulations.
Hi. Thank you. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Alyssa, I just wanted to say I'm so proud of you and I love you so much.
I love you too, sweetheart. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it.
Congratulations, Sam.
Thank you so much, guys. And you guys are just awesome.
Thank you.
So you got 2 tickets to Speedway for 1 free ride.
That is so cool.
It's indoor go-karting. It's actually really cool.
That's awesome. I've never done that.
This is the only one time I endorse speeding. Go as fast as that car can go. Put the pedal to the metal, okay? But outside the speedway, don't do it. But inside, do it.
Yeah, maybe you could take Dylan or Jeffrey.
Yeah, that'd be really fun. And it is funny that you mentioned speeding, because I always am going like exactly the speed limit or 5 miles lower.
Okay. Okay.
Woo!
Well, definitely thank you for joining us tonight and congratulations. We hope you have fun with those and just tell everybody about the Ben and Jay show. And don't forget about game night, because we have so many other prizes that you can win.
You could win another one on the game night. I'm just kidding. I would like to say having autism is not a bad thing. It doesn't characterize who we are. Everyone is unique and special, just like a rainbow. I would like to thank Texas Roadhouse. I would like to thank Speedway. I'd like to thank Access Services and our amazing guest tonight, Alyssa. I'd like to thank my co-host, Jamel Owens, and my co-worker, Kaylee Tazar. Shout out to them. Thank you so much for what you do. If you want to be a sponsor, as Jamel said, please visit accessservices.com.
There you go. And
let's be kind to each other this week, guys.
Yes.
Definitely. You can still say I'm amazing then. You can definitely still say Hey guys, listen, want to be transparent with you guys, and just let you know this week has been a very trying week for me, personally. Just life, just things that everybody is going through. We have a lot of troubling things going on in the world. I'm not asking you to delete those from your peripheral vision. What I'm asking you to do is to see the good in everything that's going on. And you might ask me, Jay, how do you do that? It's starting with faith. And it's amazing because our guest here today, her middle name is Faith. She basically gave you a realization into what it is to really, really just talk about openly about just love and family and communication and connection. These are things that we are starving for in this world. We are starving for connection. You wonder why every single time you're on social media and you're looking for new people to like or dislike or follow, and you're looking for followers, is because you're looking for a connection. And once again, our awesome individuals such as Alyssa, whose middle name happens to be Faith, is giving you the gift for free. Free. And that's what love is. It's something that's free that you never have to pay for. So just like Ben says, be kind to everybody. You never know who you may run into. You never know whose life you may change. There's so much negative in this world that can change your life. Let's start doing the changes with positivity. All right?
If you guys want to follow me on social media, I go by Alyssa Faith on Facebook, Alyssa Hart 008 on Twitter, and Hope and Faith Studios 97 on Instagram. So if you guys want to follow me there, ask me some questions, go right ahead. I'm totally open for questions, and I love making new friends too. So go ahead with that.
There you go. And to all the companies out there that need a superb coder, Alyssa is your woman. She is ready for the job. She is definitely ready for the job. So look no further. You got a applicable woman right here that is readily and able. She's ready to get it in. All right. So definitely
Thank
with you
you
guys, want to say thank you for joining us. We had an amazing guest today. As always, the Ben and Jay Show would just like to thank everybody. We can't wait to see you guys September 10th. Don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a
tell a friend to tell their friend to tell their friend to tell their friend.
Join us. All right. Game night. Be here. All right. Ben and Jay
and
Show.
No show next week, Jamel.
What happened?
No show next week.
That's right. No show next week. Don't look for us. We still gonna look for you. We still gonna love you, but don't look for us. Thank you for you guys being here. Ben and Jay Show. We out of here. Alyssa, thank you for joining us.
Love you guys.
You're welcome.
Love you
we
guys.
love you.
Bye-bye.
Have a good night.
Bye.